Welcome back. So if you have watched the previous videos on the introductions and step one, which is going through HR and submitting your incident report via HR, and then you've also watched the video step two, which is going to your GP and getting them to actually submit a workers' compensation claim on your behalf. We are now up to step three, which is the most critical point for you, which is being able to prioritize your mental health first and foremost while awaiting the outcome of your claim. I personally believe that nothing is more important than your health, because without our health, we can't function the way that we normally would. We don't have the energy or the capacity to do things in a physical sense or even in a social sense. We don't have the capacity to go and do that. We don't have the energy to put into other people, to put into relationships, to build relationships or new connections. In a physical sense, there could be underlying chronic issues and chronic health issues that are starting to develop and starting to come about in the body that we are currently unaware of. And not having the capacities in all of these different areas also then impacts our career, our finances, our money. How overall healthy and fit we are is absolutely a direct proportionate to our income and our finances and our money, based on how much capacity we can give and put out there into this world. So it is so important to prioritize your mental health and your well-being first and foremost while you're awaiting this process and hopefully receiving confirmation of your claim being approved. What happens is WorkCover will receive the certificate from your GP, and they will then start the investigative process to see whether it should be accepted or rejected. So they will get in contact with the workplace. They will ask for any incident reports, any witness statements, anything that is going to assist you with your case and getting that claim approved. Again, the sooner that you go to the GP and submit this and get the claim submitted on your behalf, the faster WorkCover will be in touch with the company, the less time the company has to potentially come up with complete denial, for example, because this is what happens in many cases as well. And some people have to submit an appeal afterwards, hopefully then the second time it being approved. I personally know people that this has happened to, and the second time that they have done the appeal and gone through, it's then been approved because they've come further with even more evidence. So legally, WorkCover is under an obligation to either accept or reject your claim within 20 working business days. So 4 weeks from your GP submitting the claim on your behalf. There's nothing you can do in this waiting process. Oftentimes it can take longer, but during this time you need to be looking after you. Your mental health is your priority. So whether that is starting out with the free EAP sessions, the free counseling sessions that you've been able to access. In my case as well, I was also given an amount of acupuncture sessions via my GP. And what happened is, in the beginning, when I was in the waiting process, I had WorkCover certificates that basically said that my claim was pending. So it was in process and pending. And so in that moment in time, I didn't have to upfront any fees, any payments for any counseling, psychology, acupuncture, because my WorkCover claim was indeed in process. It was in a pending state. So what would then happen is, as soon as it would be approved, then these would be back paid to the psychologist, acupuncture, etc. These initially were incredibly helpful for me in the very beginning. Really, again, trying to ground yourself in this waiting process, because you investing in your well-being is going to be able to give you that strength to move forward through this really uncertain stage. Take advantage of all the sick leave that you have, all of the annual leave that you have. You are entitled to use all of that. This is the time where you should be utilizing this. There is no better investment to put your money into your well-being, into your health, because this again is the foundation. And again, without any form of foundation, any shaky grounds, any ungroundedness, instability, we find it very, very difficult to function, to be able to move forward. invest in your foundation, invest in your health. Go to those psychology appointments, go to somatic physical practices, go to hire a personal trainer, hire a nutritionist to help you stay accountable with the foods that you're eating, do a detox program to reduce inflammation within your body. Invest in all of those things that are going to help you throughout this journey and throughout this current stage that you're at in the process. I think I'll create another video on all of the things that I tried and did throughout the 2.5 year journey for myself that really assisted me. But I truly invested in my well-being. I truly invested in my health, because health has always been my number one value, but I knew that prioritizing my well-being was and is always my foundation, and there is no better investment than investing in you. The next video, in step 4, I'm going to go over what happens after either acceptance or rejection of your compensation claim. So please subscribe if you got to the end. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.